an existing question to a not existing question. Because it's no, this problem doesn't exist anymore, because my feeling of that God doesn't exist is not a terrifying feeling. It's a feeling of security. It's a feeling of this is Earth, we are here, and the wholeness that exists, but because it exists, is inside us. And it is a creation of generations of hope, fear, desire, creative mind, prayers, and that still exists in me, and I'm very happy to have it inside me. It's one of the best parts inside me, but some sort of God outside, it's I have left it. It's ridiculous. I can't believe something like that. And that was very strange. I tell you how it came to me, if it interests you. I was ill, and they had to make some sort of operation. It's operation.
Yes.
Yes, and I got in my arm
an injection.
An injection, and it had never happened before. And
you were anesthetized.
Yes. I had been asleep, not asleep, unconscious 6 hours. You know, I had no feeling of time, of hour. From existing, I had been in a situation of not existing. And that makes me very happy. That life is, I am conscious about myself and everything, and then suddenly, or slowly, my conscious fades out, switches off, and it is a not existing. And that is a marvelous feeling. That from existing, I'm a not existing. And at that moment, nothing can happen to me. I think it would be terrible if somebody came after this marvelous not existing and wake me up and said, your eternal soul, Mr. Bergman, or something like that, you have to go here and there, and you are guilty for that and not guilty for that. And I think it's just crazy. And that made me so, just this feeling of not existing, not existence, made me very happy, because it was a feel of relief, because this feeling of a God, this föreställning om en Gud.
This idea about a God.
Yes, this idea about a God was very unhealthy, because it was a feeling of something that is perfect, that is extremely perfect, that is the most extreme perfect that exists. And in comparison,
yes.
To that, I always must feel like a snake, like a dirty snake. And for a human being to feel like a dirty snake is not good. So I could leave all this, and I felt suddenly I will try to do as much as I can. I try to be as good as possible. I will try until my limits, and I will try to put my limits aside, and I will try to be a human being on the dirty earth, under an empty heaven. And that is my aim, and that is my idea about my life. If you always have the feeling that somebody is there and somebody enormously loves you, but you can't see it, because the whole world around you is full of terrifying things, but still this God or Christ is marvelous, and you are a dirty snake. It is not good for your feeling. But if you feel you have to do as good as possible under these circumstances, and this love and this good doesn't exist, everything, you can explain everything, you understand everything. And that is not to fear, that is some sort of not existence. I think that's marvelous. After this, when I was convinced of this, my nevrotic feeling of hate and not accepting myself and not accept, if I don't accept myself, I feel angry to other people and I don't accept them. You know, the whole thing, the whole feeling of being free has come to me, and I feel completely unnevrotic in this. And this has come to my creative job. I have been more and more interested in other people because I have not the feeling anymore that I am so important. Do you understand what I mean? So other people have been more and more my own problems. If I am good or not good, if I am bad in comparison to Christ or to God, if I'm a bad person, it has no. It's not important. The only importance is other people. I think what the church of today had to do was, you know, we talked about that everybody has a sort of holiness in himself. And why, we don't know why, but everybody has. We have no God outside. We have some sort of God inside. We don't know how it works, how it's created, but I think it's generations and generations of hope and despair and prayers and as I said. And what church of today has to do is to tell people about this holiness, about this, and educate them to listen to that holiness and to educate everybody to come in intuitive contact with this part of the soul.